Hey dads, are you into gardening and you're looking for the watering tray that you use whenever you're trying to start seed in like a micro seeding tray or cups or any other small container that you can start a seed in? I want to talk to you guys about that today. But first of all, hi to all the new dads out there. This is Dad Reviews. This is where I give you my unedited, hopefully more authentic review of the products that I like, use, and have. So if you're into that, you might want to consider clicking that subscribe button. Also, that thumbs up is very much appreciated. So in the previous video, I showed you guys these. These are our micro seeding trays. I'll link them up down in the description below. I'll also link up the video if you guys want to check it out. Basically, you start your plants in this by putting dirt in there and then putting your seed in there. But you don't want to have to go through and water them every day, so they have a little hole in each one of these. And the way what those holes are used for is, one, for drainage, but two, you get a tray, which I'll link up this down in the description below as well. This is the tray that sits into, and then you put water into here, and then the soil soaks up the water, so your plants don't get overly watered, and then they'll grow, they'll start from seed, they'll germinate, they'll do their thing. Now, with this particular tray that we found on Amazon, again, I'll link it up down below, this seeding tray that we got does not fit all the way down to the bottom of the tray. So like there's a little bit of a gap. I really wish I could tell you guys how far, it's like the tip of my pinky that of how much the distance of water to the bottom of the tray is. So I remember my wife, whenever she was starting her seed, she had to cut like a good portion of the rim around these trays so that the micro seeding trays would fit in there a little bit better. This is our first time using them, so I don't know how big of a gap they're supposed to be in between the watering tray and the seeding tray, but it'd actually be pretty interesting to run like a test to see if the seeds still get water from using the micro seeding tray without cutting it to make sure to see if it's deep enough. That I don't know, but this is one source, I guess, that you can use to get water for your seeds that you're starting. We've been watching another guy on YouTube. His name is James Prigioni. He has established a food forest in his backyard, which is what we are very interested in doing. And we noticed that he was doing the same type of seed starting, except he did it on a more budget-friendly thing. We got those seeding trays for nothing, so we wanted to test those out, and we saw somebody else using it and having success with it. So, but what he was doing in his video, which I'll link up his channel down below if you guys are into gardening, starting a food forest and that type of thing, then y'all should go and check out his channel. But he got solo cups. I'll link up some solo cups down below in case you guys want to check them out. And he cut little slits into the bottom, I think like 4 slits, and then he actually had like restaurant trays, serving trays, but you could do it with a pan. Just throw some water into the bottom of this and put your solo cups up onto here, and then just let your seeds germinate from there. So that's another tactic that you can use. Now, if you wanted to use the micro seeding trays like we have, it wouldn't work because it's just too big to fit on this type of tray if you didn't have the other tray. So what we thought of is, if we wanted to, we could get 2 pans like that and be able to start some seed that way, because we were waiting for those things to come in for a little bit. But I got to thinking, I was like, man, if you go to like a garage sale, you could pick up pans for probably like 10 cents a piece. Maybe even cheaper than that. So that gives you something that you can water in. Or another thing you can look for, I'll link up these down in the description below as well. If y'all don't know what this is a we call them in Louisiana, we call them a crawfish boil tray. Basically, you pile a bunch of crawfish on there and then you eat it out of it. This is like your plate, or it's your discard tray. You usually have one for the stuff you're gonna eat and then the ones for the stuff that you're throwing away. But this would be great for a bunch of these solo cups, all just strung throughout here with water into the base of this thing. You got a good, I don't know, inch and a half of water that you can put in there. So I think that something like this would work very well. You just need some kind of a tray. and whatever the cheapest thing you can find is. These, like I said from the beginning, probably, I mean, they're made for the micro seeding trays, but there's cheaper ways that you can do this if you just kind of think outside the box a little bit. But again, I'll link up all this stuff down in the description below if you guys want to check out any of it, if y'all are interested in starting some seed. If you guys want more of the dad reviews, I'm going to put some more videos right there on the screen. I'd love it if you watched more of our videos. Make sure to click that subscribe button right there in the middle. Definitely appreciate it when you guys do that. That thumbs up is appreciated. If you guys have a product that you want us to review here on Dad Reviews, let me know down in the comments what it is, and I'll see if I can get it for you. Thank you guys for watching, and Dad out!